Ian Blackford has said Rishi Sunak must introduce a £98 billion fiscal stimulus package to kick-start the economy, ahead of the UK spending review tomorrow. In a letter to the Prime Minister and Chancellor, the SNP Westminster leader said the UK government must ditch plans to impose a public sector pay freeze, and instead deliver a major investment package to protect our public services and put money in people's pockets. Scottish Finance Secretary Kate Forbes has also written to Mr Sunak and warned against returning to the austerity policies put in place by his Conservative predecessors during the 2008 financial crash, instead lobbying for him to invest for recovery, rather than balance the books. Mr Blackford claimed any form of Tory austerity would starve the economy of cash at the worst possible time. A £98 billion financial stimulus, the Scottish government has said, would bring the UK in line with France, Germany and New Zealand, where similar packages amounting to 5% of GDP have been announced. Ms Forbes and Mr Blackford also said it was vital to continue with the uplift of universal credit, which was increased by £20 per week at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, beyond April next year. The SNP politicians also called for a major cash injection for the NHS and social care across the 4 UK nations, which would result in an extra £4 billion for NHS Scotland and enabling a pay increase for workers across the UK. This, the nationalist politician said, could be achieved by increasing the level of spending on health and social care in England to at least the higher per capita level in Scotland. Westminster and Edinburgh have regularly been at odds with the Treasury throughout the pandemic over the timing of the UK budget and clarity over Barnett consequentials, a mechanism to give proportional levels of public expenditure to Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales to reflect public service funding in England. Ms Forbes has also repeatedly called for more borrowing powers for the Scottish government, which she raised with the Chancellor again in her response. Mr Blackford said, at a time when the UK faces a devastating extreme Brexit and a growing Tory unemployment crisis, it is crucial that the Chancellor uses the spending review to deliver a major fiscal stimulus package, and the devolution of financial powers, to protect our public services, put money in people's pockets, and kickstart a strong economic recovery.